Hank Dempsey has always been the key within Call of Duty Zombies. Although we may not have realised it, he is the only character who can make all of this right. Today, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. Hopefully you enjoy the video. As always, if you do, don't forget to drop me a like rating. If not, it's totally fine. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would also like to thank you so much for the recent support I have been getting on my videos. Just the past couple of weeks have been absolutely amazing. So again, thank you for the feedback and support. Keep it up if you want to. Hint, hint. No. Okay. Anyway, we'll get into the video. So, if we go over to our Der EISENDRACHE poster, we are back here. In Der EISENDRACHE, our next zombies map, we know we are going to be playing as our 4 original characters, Takeo, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Richtofen, the characters from Origins. But Richtofen, we can assume, has always been our main character. We've always thought he is the most important, he's the most knowledgeable, and especially now in the Giant, he seems to be the only character that can set all of this right and actually knows what to do. But the strange thing is, in the Der EISENDRACHE, you can see Dempsey is clearly standing out more than the other characters. We have Richtofen, Takeo, and Nikolai in the background, just merged in with the poster, but right at the front, standing out clearly holding this new weapon, is Dempsey. Treyarch are definitely trying to hint at something here. Now, a lot of people have said this is not Dempsey. I've done a few videos on this before, comparing this picture of him to him in the actual game, and I can confirm that this is Dempsey. But like I said, the problem here is, why is Dempsey standing out more than the other characters? Why is he not with them? Now, I have got some very interesting information for you guys. You may be thinking, I already know about this. Stay on the video. Don't worry, you will not be disappointed. A few people over on Twitter, by the way, make sure you follow me on Twitter if you want to ask me anything or you just generally want information about zombies, but people have been telling me to zoom into Dempsey's head. You can see writing or some kind of marks on his forehead and on his cheeks. Now, when you do this, you can see there definitely is something there. It could just be dirt, wrinkles, whatever it is, we definitely can't make out because this picture is so pixelated. But the one thing we do know is that Dempsey is standing out more than the other characters, and he definitely seems to be the most important for Der EISENDRACHE. Now, the question is, why is this? Now, to get the answer, we need to go all the way back to Origins, but we also get some clues within the Giant. I want you to listen to this, then I will come back and we will break this down.
You cannot prevent what is coming, Edward. The loop must be closed. Dark days are coming, Dempsey. The doctor's works threaten the future of the whole world. Only you have the power to prevent this.
So hopefully that gives you some more information. Don't worry, I have a lot more for you guys. If you are enjoying the video so far, if you could drop me a like rating, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. So, let's talk about this. We clearly hear Samantha talking about Dempsey in Origins. The first thing she talks about is a loop. We know that Mob of the Dead was a loop. To end the game, to escape Alcatraz, to escape Mob of the Dead, you had to complete the cycle. To complete the cycle, or should I say break the cycle, the Weasel needed to kill all of the other mobsters. That way, the game would end, you would finish Mob of the Dead. In order to continue the cycle and reset all of that over again, the mobsters had to kill the Weasel. There is a correct way of doing it, and if you did it correctly, then you would escape Mob of the Dead. If not, you would have to do it again. The same cycle is happening in Origins. And although our characters don't realise it, we have actually been to Origins, that excavation site, many times before, because the same cycle is going on. And you can also say this same cycle is also happening within Black Ops 2. We know in Die Rise, every time we die, Richtofen, being the announcer back then when the zombies had blue eyes, he was in control of these zombies, he would just respawn us back into that point. And our characters would say, and if we go over to the Die Rise trailer, they would say, have we been here before? Although they can't exactly remember it, they have because we died, we did not complete our goals, and the cycle has continued. So taking a quick look at the Die Rise intro, you will see Russman dies first via a zombie, the other 3 characters then go into the elevator, when they come out they get killed by the zombies, but they all respawn in again at the end.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Why me? Travel where? Don't you get it? There's nothing left! Oh, how did you... What? What do you mean, mend the rift? Well, maybe I don't wanna. Huh? Did you think of that? Oh, you can't tell them about the flesh! What I did, they'd kill me if they knew. Ah, shit!
If you're gonna talk to your imaginary friends, Stu, you might want to wait till you're in a Z-free zone.
Stupider! Get over here, now!
Come on!
What do we do now?
We arm up, find a good place to defend, kick ass, that's it.
don't understand.
What are you talking about, Stuhlinger? Misty made it pretty clear.
Accept your fate. Begin anew.
We're going down! We're going down fighting! Now!
Have we been here before?
So going back to what Samantha said in Origins, she says the loop must be closed. Dark days are coming, Dempsey. The Doctor's work will be the downfall of the whole world. And then she says only you have the power to prevent this. She is specifically saying this only to Dempsey. We can clearly see Dempsey is a very important character and actually, as she said, is the only one who can stop this. Not Richtofen, not Nikolai, not Maxis, not Samantha herself, Dempsey. We then move on to a quote from Richtofen.
Dempsey, I must confide in Dempsey. He alone may offer us salvation.
So there we go again, Richtofen in the Giant saying that Dempsey is the important character, saying that him alone can bring them to their salvation. He says he must confide in Dempsey, meaning that he must share his secret matters or his private matters, or just basically trust Dempsey, because he is the one who will bring them to their salvation. So with all this information, I think we can safely say that it doesn't mean nothing. It's not just a coincidence that Dempsey is the main character or seems to be standing out more than the others on the Der EISENDRACHE poster. We know for a fact that Dempsey is more important than any of these other characters. He's more important. He is the key to our zombie storyline. He will be the one to lead us to salvation and the only one who can save us. Now we have to find out why Dempsey is so important and what he is going to do. We know Der EISENDRACHE is going to bring our whole zombie storyline to a conclusion, but then lead on to new paths. I will talk more about that later on in the video, but to get more information, we can go over to the Richtofen notes. The first clue could be, how many years have we been searching in the wrong locations, following the wrong leads? We all along have been following Maxis, Richtofen, other leads. What about Dempsey? None of us have ever really taken as much notice as we probably should to Dempsey and things he has said in the past. We could also go over to this. It says we all must die. We know that Richtofen's plan, and Maxis's as well, is to make sure all of the characters kill themselves. Richtofen has already done it. In fact, many versions of Richtofen have already died. We know to complete Richtofen and Maxis's plan, the other characters must also die as well, but as far as we know, they don't exactly know that just yet. From what Richtofen said earlier, he clearly knows that Dempsey will be the one to lead them to salvation. But why Dempsey? Why not Takeo, Nikolai, Richtofen, Maxis? Maybe someone else who can lead them to salvation. Why specifically is it going to be Dempsey? What is so important and just good about him, I guess you could say? One, apart from him now being my favourite character, who was your favourite character? Let me know in the comment section below. I always ask you guys this, but it seems to change whenever I do a video like this, so I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. But why is it going to be Dempsey? Well, one reason could be, and I am learning new things at the same time as you guys are as well, and I love doing this, but in yesterday's video I explained how there was a Mexican test subject. We know Richtofen in Derice had his 3 test subjects, or should we say 4. We had Nikolai, Takeo, and the Mexican test subject to begin with. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you want to say, Richtofen ended up killing the Mexican, so he needed to be replaced. His replacement was Tank Dempsey. He was a spy that was in Verrucht. Remember, in Verrucht for World War, one of our 4 characters we were playing as was Tank Dempsey. We were playing as 4 different Marines. Dempsey was captured and brought in to Derice as Richtofen's replacement test subject. Possibly there, Richtofen could have seen something special, something unique about Dempsey. We know when Richtofen was doing his experiments on his test subjects, Dempsey was the only one to kick off. He was the only one to start trying to attack Richtofen and just backlash at him. Possibly shonen, we do already know this, but Dempsey is a stronger character, maybe more mentally as well, not just physically, than the other characters. He is maybe more willing and not really scared of anything, so possibly Richtofen could have seen something special about Dempsey back then, because we do know that he used the original characters back through Black Ops 1 World at War and Black Ops 2 to actually take power, take Samantha out of the MPD pyramid, and take control of the zombies for himself. If we go over to Dempsey's biography and personality from World War II, it says, now you know there is no before the war for Dempsey, and there is also no after. There is only the legend of Tank Dempsey and how he will win the war for the rest of us. That was his biography for World at War. So finally, now we have all of this evidence, we can go back to the Der EISENDRACHE poster. Again, Dempsey is the main character, clearly. No longer is it just a coincidence, or no longer is he just just there to maybe show off this new weapon, we can say that Dempsey is definitely going to be playing a big part within the EISENDRACHE, and is in fact the only one who is going to lead us to salvation, is the only one who can fix all of this, and is the key to our zombie storyline. Remember the cycle that I spoke about earlier on in the video? It seems to be happening in most if not all of our zombies maps, and most of the time, even though we have no evidence to show it or our characters actually can't remember it, this is happening, and I think a cycle may be happening within EISENDRACHE. Just this time, Dempsey is needed to be the one who will complete it. We have the cycle which can be broken, and also the cycle which can be continued. And Dempsey is going to be the character that is going to break it and finish the cycle. Like Jason Blundell said, EISENDRACHE is going to bring our zombie storyline to a conclusion, meaning it's going to finish our zombie storyline, bring everything to an ending, but it's also going to lead off in new paths as well, and show us new secrets, new beginnings as we move on to DLC 2. So possibly Dempsey, just like Weasel in Mob of the Dead, is going to need to be the one. He is the only character that can break the cycle. In order to break the cycle, he is going to need to kill all of the other characters. Dempsey as the key is going to be the one to lead us to salvation. As Samantha said, Dempsey is the only one who can stop this. Richtofen is just going to make things worse. And just like Richtofen said in his note, we all must die. The characters all must die, and that's exactly what Dempsey is going to do in EISENDRACHE. If not, the cycle will just continue and it will keep going on. Therefore, Dempsey is the key, and he has been all along. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you have, I put a lot of effort into my videos. I really do try my best for you guys. I hate putting out a horrible video, so if you haven't enjoyed it, just let me know why in the comment section below, and I will be sure to fix that on the next one. If you have, show me by dropping a like rating. That'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for the amazing support lately. If you want to see some more videos like this on my channel, because I do the best zombies content, I don't want to boast, guys, but make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.